Can you imagine a world without credit cards? Hard to believe, but such a world existed not too long ago. Today, we dive into the surprising origin of these ubiquitous plastic cards, which actually have their roots in the Roaring '20s. It was a time of rapid economic growth, and individual firms were keen to capitalize on this booming prosperity. Companies, particularly oil companies and hotel chains, began to issue what they called credit coins to their customers. These weren't credit cards as we know them today, but they operated on a similar principle. These coins were essentially tokens that allowed customers to make purchases at company-owned establishments. They were a type of closed-loop system, where the credit coin issued by a particular firm could only be used within that firm's network of businesses. Imagine, if you will, pulling into a gas station and instead of swiping a card, you hand over a small metal coin issued by the oil company. Or imagine checking into a hotel, and instead of providing a credit card for incidentals, you present a coin issued by the hotel chain. It's a far cry from the versatility of today's credit cards, but it was a start. This was more than just a convenience for customers. It was a strategic move by companies to encourage customer loyalty. If a customer had a credit coin from a particular oil company, they were more likely to continue buying gas from that company. The same went for hotel chains. It was a savvy marketing strategy that paved the way for the modern credit card system. So, while the credit cards we use today are a far cry from these early credit coins, the underlying concept remains the same: to provide a convenient method of payment and foster customer loyalty. So, the credit card concept started as a marketing strategy in the early 20th century. It wasn't about lending money or extending credit as we understand it today, but about creating customer loyalty and facilitating transactions. And from these humble beginnings, the seeds of the credit card industry we know today were sown. Fast forward to the 1950s, the era of universal credit cards begins. In the heart of New York City, a revolution was brewing in the world of finance. The year was 1950, and the world was introduced to the very first universal credit card, the Diners Club Card, a simple piece of cardboard that would change the way we handle money forever. The brainchild of Frank McNamara, the Diners Club Card was born out of a simple dinner mishap. Frank, a New York businessman, found himself without cash to pay for a meal. This embarrassing situation sparked an idea that would transform personal finance as we know it. The Diners Club Card was initially accepted by a modest group of 27 restaurants in New York. But this humble beginning was the start of something much bigger. The card allowed customers to dine now and pay later. A concept so simple, yet so revolutionary, it paved the way for a new era of consumer spending. Now, let's take a moment to picture this, a time when credit cards were not made of plastic, but cardboard. It might seem unusual today, but back then, this cardboard card was a symbol of prestige and convenience. It was the passport to a world where cash was no longer the only king. As the concept of credit became more popular, the Diners Club Card expanded its reach. By the end of its first year, it had over 20,000 cardholders. The success of the Diners Club Card was a clear indicator of the appetite for credit, and it wasn't long before other financial institutions took notice. This was the turning point. The birth of the universal credit card was not just about a new way to pay for dinner. It was about the beginning of a new financial era, an era where convenience and credit reigned supreme, reshaping the landscape of consumer behavior and financial institutions. The Diners Club Card laid the foundation for the modern-day credit card system. In the 1960s, the credit card industry underwent a significant transformation. It was a time of change, a time of innovation, and a time to rewrite the rules of financial transactions. This was the era when the concept of plastic money was born and the credit card, as we know it today, began to take shape. Let's rewind a bit to 1959. American Express, a company initially known for its express mail services, took a leap into the financial world by introducing the first plastic card. Yes, you heard it right. Before this, credit cards were made of cardboard or celluloid, but American Express, with its revolutionary plastic card, brought about a significant change. It was resilient, durable, and fit perfectly in the wallet, and it was the first card to have the embossed letters and numbers that we're all familiar with today. Meanwhile, on the West Coast, Bank of America was brewing its own financial revolution. In 1958, they launched Bank AmeriCard, a paper card that offered a revolving credit feature. This was a game changer. Unlike charge cards, which required users to pay off their balance every month, revolving credit allowed cardholders to carry over their balance to the next month, paying interest on the remaining amount. It was a concept that appealed to many, providing flexibility and convenience. By 1966, Bank AmeriCard had metamorphosed into a plastic card and was being issued by various banks nationwide, creating a universal credit card system. This system laid the groundwork for what would later become Visa, one of the world's leading credit card companies. The 1960s was a decade of evolution for the credit card industry. From the introduction of durable plastic cards to the innovation of revolving credit, these advancements had a profound impact on how we conduct financial transactions today. These changes also set the stage for the credit industry's future, paving the way for further innovations. The introduction of plastic cards revolutionized the credit card industry, setting new standards. It was a turning point that not only transformed the industry, but also changed the way we think about money and transactions. And that, my friends, is the story of the advent of plastic money. As technology advanced, so did the credit card system. The dawn of the 70s brought with it a wave of technological innovation that would forever change the face of the credit card industry. This period marked the development of electronic authorization systems that were designed to facilitate faster and more secure transactions. The introduction of magnetic strip technology was a game changer. Imagine a thin band of magnetic material on the back of your credit card. This strip, no bigger than your finger, was capable of storing all the information needed to process a transaction. It was a compact yet powerful solution that drastically reduced the time it took to complete a purchase. But the magnetic strip did more than just speed up transactions. It also added a new layer of security to credit card use. Before its introduction, card information was manually entered into systems, leaving room for errors and fraud. With the magnetic strip, data was encoded directly onto the card, making it nearly impossible to alter or forge. This technological advancement revolutionized the way we used credit cards. It was no longer just about having a line of credit. Now, it was about the convenience of instant payments and the confidence of secure transactions. The introduction of electronic authorization systems and magnetic strip technology was just the beginning. In the decades that followed, we would see the advent of chip technology, contactless payments, and mobile wallets. Each innovation was built on the foundations laid in the 70s, pushing the boundaries of what was possible with a piece of plastic. As the world became increasingly digital, the credit card industry had to adapt. It was a time of rapid change and exciting possibilities. Technology was not just a tool, it was a driving force that shaped the industry's future. The 1970s marked the beginning of an era where technology started to play a crucial role in the credit card industry. And as we'll see in the next scenes, this was only the beginning of the journey. The world was about to witness the rise of debit cards, the online revolution, and a glimpse into the future of credit cards. The 1980s brought another significant innovation to the world of cards. This decade saw the introduction of a new financial tool that would come to revolutionize how we manage our money: the debit card. As the world was getting acquainted with the magic of plastic money, the debit card emerged as a practical alternative to its credit counterpart. Indeed, the debit card offered a novel way to access funds. Unlike credit cards, which essentially provided a short-term loan, debit cards allowed consumers to spend their own money, directly drawing from their bank accounts. This feature made them an attractive option for those who wanted to avoid the risk of incurring debt. The appeal of debit cards wasn't just about control over finances, though. They also offered unparalleled convenience. With a debit card, a trip to the bank to withdraw cash became a thing of the past. Consumers could now pay for their purchases directly, whether at the grocery store, the gas station, or their favorite restaurant. This ease of use contributed significantly to the rising popularity of debit cards during this period. But what truly set debit cards apart was the sense of financial responsibility they promoted. By allowing only the expenditure of funds already in one's account, they encouraged sensible spending and better money management. In a world where credit card debt was becoming a growing concern, the debit card emerged as a beacon of financial prudence. As we moved into the 90s and beyond, the use of debit cards continued to rise. Their popularity was boosted further by advancements in technology, like online banking and contactless payments. Today, they are an essential part of our financial landscape, used by millions worldwide for their day-to-day transactions. Debit cards marked a shift in consumer preference from credit to direct access to their bank accounts. They represented a step towards a more responsible and convenient way of managing finances, and their rise is a testament to our evolving relationship with money. The advent of the internet changed the way we transact. As we stepped into the digital era, the credit card industry was one of the many sectors that experienced a seismic shift due to the internet's transformative power. Before the internet, credit cards were primarily used in physical stores, and transactions were processed using bulky machines. Fast forward to today, and we see that the internet has not only streamlined this process, but also expanded the capabilities of what credit cards can do. The rise of online shopping has played a significant role in this transformation. As more and more consumers began to enjoy the convenience of shopping from the comfort of their homes, the credit card industry had to adapt. Today, credit cards are used to make purchases on a myriad of digital platforms, from large online marketplaces to small independent online stores. But with this convenience came a new set of challenges. The internet is a vast open space, and ensuring secure online transactions became paramount. Remember, we're dealing with sensitive financial information here. Therefore, the credit card industry had to develop robust security measures to protect consumers' data. Encryption technologies and secure payment gateways are just a few examples of the measures put in place. These systems scramble your credit card information, making it unreadable to anyone who might intercept it during transmission. And in the unfortunate event of a data breach, credit card companies now offer fraud protection services to limit the damage and protect their customers. The internet's impact on the credit card industry cannot be overstated. It's changed the way we shop, the way businesses operate, and even the way we think about money. It's made credit cards more versatile, more convenient, and more secure. The internet revolutionized the credit card industry, opening up a world of possibilities for online transactions. It's a testament to the adaptability of this industry, and we can only anticipate what the next wave of innovation will bring. What does the future hold for credit cards? As we look ahead, it's clear that the credit card industry is poised for a metamorphosis. The cards we carry in our wallets are transforming right before our eyes, and it's not just about the shift from physical to digital. One of the most notable trends in this realm is the rise of contactless payments. As a response to our fast-paced lives and the need for greater convenience, credit card companies are integrating near-field communication technology. This allows consumers to make purchases simply by tapping their card against a payment terminal, eliminating the need to swipe or insert the card. Next, we have mobile wallets. These digital versions of the traditional wallet store credit card information securely on a smartphone. This technology allows consumers to leave their physical cards at home and pay with just a swipe of their phone. Apple Pay, Google Wallet, and Samsung Pay are just a few examples of this burgeoning trend. But it doesn't stop there. Biometric cards are also on the horizon. These futuristic pieces of plastic use fingerprint recognition technology to verify the cardholder's identity, providing an additional layer of security. And of course, we can't talk about the future of credit cards without mentioning cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. While still in their early stages, these digital currencies have the potential to disrupt the traditional credit card model. Instead of relying on a central bank, transactions are validated through a decentralized network of computers, potentially offering lower fees and faster transaction times. But what about the blockchain, the technology that underpins cryptocurrencies? It offers an immutable, transparent record of transactions, providing an extra layer of security and reducing the risk of fraud. So, where does this leave us? With a future where convenience, security, and innovation intertwine, a future where credit cards might not even be cards at all. The future of credit cards looks exciting, with endless possibilities for innovation and convenience. From a marketing strategy in the 1920s to an integral part of our lives today, credit cards have come a long way. We've journeyed through time, witnessing the surprising origins of credit cards, their evolution into universal tools, and the advent of plastic money. We've seen the birth of the electronic age and the rise of debit cards, each milestone shaping our financial ecosystem. We've observed the online revolution, transforming transactions and making the world a global market. We've even dared to gaze into the future, speculating about the next wave of innovation. The credit card's history is a rich tapestry, woven with threads of human ingenuity, resilience, and adaptability. Every chapter, every footnote in this story is a testament to our relentless pursuit of convenience and efficiency. We've come a long way since those first charge plates and store cards, and yet we continue to push boundaries. The history of credit cards is a testament to human ingenuity and innovation. Who knows what the future holds?